You're listening to Hey Pal, What's New with John, Alex, and Greg. Hey Pal, What's New is a product of Sack of Sin Entertainment. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all other social media platforms. Hey Pal, What's New can be found on Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and all other podcast locations. Or check us out at sackofsin.com or heypalwhatsnew.com. Warning, Hey Pal, What's New contains explicit content. John, Alex, and Greg are a pair of vulgar Gen Xers. If you are easily offended, please stop listening and go download a nice tame podcast like
The Multiverse Fancast.
You have been warned.
They said it on Two Bears, but I don't care.
Well, two bears, one cave.
Yeah, not two bucks.
Well, that's true. I just saw this. Some might say my vagina resembles Arby's beef and cheddar. Sorry, we were looking at this shirt. This site, what is it called?
Teenhearts.com.
Yeah,
I know it sounds scary
plug.
if you're going to go on the site. You're like, what the hell's going to pop up? But there are some shirts. You can.
I love this one. I can picture a getting this for your grandma. She doesn't know what it says. It's all the rainbow butterflies and flowers. It says, if you think my life is a wreck, you should see my butthole. The fuck?
Hey, everybody, it's Hey Pal, What's New? Bring out the Arby's sauce. I'm Greg, and that's JohnAlex over there. I'm not JohnAlex. He's JohnAlex over there. And we're a little loopy and late.
Rewind, though. What is this Arby's challenge?
Oh, it's the roast beef challenge on TikTok. Do yourself a favor and go on to TikTok and just type roast beef challenge. You'll
you have to tell me.
Well, I heard about it on Two Bears One Cave, right? A big popular podcast like ourselves.
Yeah, well, I think we got 2 or 3 more listeners than they do.
And Bert Kreischer was talking about the roast beef challenge on TikTok, and Tom's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Apparently, if you type on there, there's a bunch of women on there that are like, you know what, I could really just, and then they drop their phone in between their legs. And sometimes if you do it, they do it real fast so you don't see anything.
Right.
But sometimes you catch like a panty shot or something and they go, you know what, I could really, I just dropped my phone. A real good roast beef sandwich. Go on TikTok, roast beef challenge, and see if it's still up there.
Oh, God.
The roast beef challenge. Oh, yeah, that's from the
original video.
All right, here we go. Original video. Yeah, just one.
You know what I love? Oh, sorry. I just love a good roast beef sandwich.
What the fuck?
You know what I love?
I don't get it. Okay. I get it. But
well, yeah, it's like the beef and cheddar thing we were just talking about.
That's debaucherous.
Yeah, I know. What are you going to do? But anyway, yeah, so what's new with you there, horsey sauce?
Okay. Look, you're talking to a man who's got 12 inches
yes.
of snow.
That's right.
Yard.
You sent me that picture. You're like, we got 10 inches on the barbecue. I was like, I'll give you 10 inches on the barbecue. And then I looked up and down and I said, well, I'd have to do it a few times, but
I'll give you 10 inches and hurt you. I'll fuck you twice and slap you in the head.
That's right. Yeah, we made it. Actually, it's our Sunday night, and I'm here, even though there was a treacherous snowstorm.
My God.
Did you get bread and milk?
Dude, I went out like 3 times.
Yeah, we went. Saturday it started coming down, and then I was like, all right, I was like, Sunday could be iffy for the pod, but then like woke up and we were like, okay, so it seems like it's done. Old Go To Sabino showed up and freaking plowed everything.
Sabino.
Go to Sabino!
How will you explain that?
That's right.
He came and plowed and everything like that.
Would
and
you like me to trim your bushes?
yes, and I was able to get my petties cured today, so I was very happy. Yes, they were way overdue. I'll show them to you later. It's a nice purple this time.
I had to take my daughter to work this morning. My wife, because I had the surgery, my wife's like, you're not shoveling the driveway. It's like,
Ooh, get out of jail free card.
Everybody was out there shoveling the driveway. Was like, God damn, it's not even Father's Day.
I know, right?
But
what did I win?
And I had to take her on the stage to work, and she's like, "Who the fuck is going to the bookstore today?"
You took Addie.
She goes, she's like, whoever comes in, I swear to God, I'm gonna punch him in the gooch.
Punch him in the gooch.
I think she said taint. She's like, I think I just gotta punch him in the taint. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna sit in the Starbucks in there just so I could watch you punch people in the taint.
And then you teach
I told her, I was like,
your children well.
You guys are an essential service. They are. I was like, think of all the homeless people who go into Barnes & Noble and just sit there all day to stay warm.
I know. Read a couple of magazines
And
or
she's
something
like, there's
like that.
other stores. And I was like, yeah, but no other store is going to let a homeless person just sit there all day. And we have a couple of homeless people who live over by the Barnes & Noble, and they're in there all day. I was like, you see them. And she's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she should be happy that there's still a bookstore that she can work in.
True.
You know, Barnes & Noble still holding strong. They actually just built a brand new Barnes & Noble at the Danbury Mall. They built a huge one.
Yeah,
and it's like,
two
bookstores
stories.
are coming back. Where are the record stores? That's what I want to know.
The Record-Store.
The record store, are they coming back?
No.
And I'm not talking about Newberry Comics where they throw in fucking $30 vinyl. I'm talking, CDs.
They sell records and shit at and CDs at Barnes & Noble.
Yeah,
The
they're
whole record section.
it's coming back, man. But I miss those days of just flipping through storage bins and shit looking
Hanging out in a
for.
record store.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you watch that Pretty in Pink and you get all nostalgic. Oh, Ducky. I remember flipping through the vinyl and through the cassettes, or that place we talk about stuff like.
Back in the days when I was young.
Damn it, we're old. One of my favorite things to do was to go down to St. Mark's Place. They had that one record store where they had those milk crate bins of like bargain CDs for like $1, and you would sit there for hours and dig through it. And some of them were like promotional copies where it was like, this is not to be resold,
resale.
but you bought them for $1.
It's like the stack of DVDs I got on the shelf behind me.
Yeah.
All those, promotional screeners from the Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah, why not, man? It's good stuff.
Some at a yard sale.
Yeah, I actually went back in it was like a couple months ago. I actually walked into, remember the Bruised Apple?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still open.
Is it?
Yeah, they
Still
don't serve
coffee.
No.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, but
that was the best thing about that place was you can go in and get like a cup of coffee. Well, actually, it was like a fucking carafe of coffee.
It was one of those French pressers.
Yeah, you sit there, drink your coffee, and check out what books they got for sale, and you could sit and read and then be like, I'm not going to buy this.
Yeah,
Or, I'm
they'd
going to buy it.
They serve you, and I used to live right around the corner from the Bruised Apple when I lived in Peekskill.
Right.
And that was a great place. If I ever was like short on cash, I would just break out my CDs and sell it to them.
Oh.
And make like, $2 a CD or something like that. It was like, times are tough. Got to sell some CDs. CDs nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
But that was it. Just driving.
Jobs for meth. I mean, come on.
Sure, at an Applebee's after some boner pills. What are you doing?
Oh, I got like a splinter in my sock.
Oh, a splinter sock?
Well, yeah, I stepped outside. Oh, there goes my head in front of you. I went outside before. Just stepped outside with this socks on, and there's like wood shavings out there.
Oh.
Now it's in my sock. And I'm like, God damn it, keeps hitting my toe.
Oh.
These are supposed to be my comfy, cozy socks for the cold.
The comfy, cozy socks.
No.
I'm just wearing my freaking. I got my like I said, I got my petties cured. Everything's delightful.
What color?
And it was purple.
Pica
Cala. Yeah, I picked purple.
All right.
Usually I go with the black, but I remember one time I went there. I think it was Manal's birthday or birthday weekend, and she said, "Come on, we'll get her pedicure and all that stuff." I'm like, "Okay, cool," and I said, "Okay, for your birthday, you could pick whatever color you want for my toes, and I won't say no." And she picked like something like, I was like, "Man, you lost the opportunity." Because every time I go, what is it? Changing the socks is code for I'm masturbating to my friends.
Hold on, I'll call you back. I'm changing my socks.
Oh. Yeah, there was also the sock on the door when you're in a college dorm. Yeah. Talking about college dorms, I went to UConn again this weekend because my little Zoe had her audition for the music program.
Okay.
Yeah, talk about, man, like we had to be there at like 8:30 in the morning.
Ugh.
For a check-in. So I had to get up at 5, pick her up at 6, drive down there, met with the head of the music program, who's really, really nice. I mean, the school is nice, really nice. The music program is great. And then it was like, okay, well, the presentation's over at 10. Her audition was at 11:40. So I'm like, fuck, what are we gonna do? So we just hung out. They have rehearsal space, like little rehearsal rooms. So she warmed up and stuff like that. She went in. She was super nervous. She went in there, and fucking 5 minutes, she comes out. She's like, I'm done. I'm like, that's it? And she's like, yeah. They said it sounded great, and we don't know if she's accepted to the UConn yet, but they made her audition. So that was my whole day of like Saturday. It was just like, okay, I'll just drive, and we hit the Cumbie. Got some coffee. It was a good time. Anytime I get to spend with my daughters is awesome. The other one, Violet was sick. Had a cold. Had to take her to the doctor this week. So, but she's better. No, no C19, no freaking any of that stuff. Poor kid starts school in September, and she's finally like, yeah, she's excited about school. She goes into school. She gets COVID in September, and then strep throat in November. She's just like, what the fuck, man? I'm going to school. I want to go to school. We're like, yeah, please get the fuck to school, So yeah, that was just basically carting around my kids, and then they got my petties cured. Everything was, things are good, man. Things are right in the world.
My kid stayed home for 2 days this week. She had 3 days of fucking school. She stayed home for 2 of them.
Why?
Because they're fucking doing asbestos abatement at the school with the students in the building. And she's like, I'm not going to breathe in asbestos. And she knows, Kate's going to be like, yeah, I don't want my kid breathing asbestos. You can stay home.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Well, that's why, we took Violet to the doctor, and she just had a bad head cold. I'm like, well, this was...
got a head cold, got a chest cold.
I was like, what's this way for? She's like, and my ex was like, oh, make sure she gets the doctor's note. I'm like, oh, that's why.
Oh.
Get the old DL, old doctor's letter, what I'm saying, But it was really funny, too, because she's been going to the same pediatrician for, since she was born. And it's one of those group practices, It's like whoever shows up that day, And this woman, the doctor comes in. She's super hey, it's super happy. Walked out. And my freaking 15-year-old daughter's like, she was fucking chipper. I was like, maybe we should stop taking you to a pediatrician at this point because you're a little old for this shit.
A little sock puppet.
Yeah, she's like, okay, we're gonna check out. Oh, I love your nail polish. Oh, this is really good. And then check this and. She was super chipper, and then my fucking daughter's like, she was super fucking chipper.
I think Manny's who's 20, went to his pediatrician for his last physical and was like, please never again.
Yeah, there's ABC fucking blocks and shit. And she's I think we're a little past this. I'm like, yeah, but they have all your records, and it's easy, and they're open late, so fuck you. Go to the pediatrician. Anyway, yeah, that was my week. So I know things have been a little light though, but I'm sure we got some news-a-roo that's going on.
Just a little bit.
John, you got any news? I'm very, oh, my battery's low. I got a freaking Apple Watch, too.
Wow.
Yeah, because we got to talk about, maybe at the end, the old Fatso Fogarty Challenge. I'm going to come up with a theme song. Listen, people, if you're like us and you're sedentary, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And you sit around and you're overweight and you eat too many Cheetos like ourselves, we decided this year, new year, new me. But anyway, no, we're trying to lose weight. So we're putting up our weight up there. Myself, my hetero life mate over here, even Toli's getting involved in it. So if you want to get involved, post your weight. And then tell us how you're doing, and we'll reveal our numbers at the end of the show.
Yes,
which that's what's called what do they call that? A tease, as they say. We'll do that.
Sounds like every relationship.
So if you want to see how fat I am, and how fat he is, and how fat Toli is, stay tuned to the end of the show, and you'll find out what's going on news-wise there, my sweet. Oh. It's that time.
David Soul, a.k.a. Starsky from Starsky and Hutch.
Somebody tell us, is Hutch alive? Is Hutch alive? Let us know in the comments. I don't know.
I think Hutch is still barely alive. I called him before. What is it? Low Rent Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about 70s shows, like the cop shows, and you always had to have a car, the car. The Starsky and Hutch car was pretty fucking boss.
Oh, it was.
It was really cool.
It was a Charger, right?
Yeah, I think it was a Dodge Charger with the it was red with the white stripe on it. I just love how you guys have been best friends since school. Yeah, man. Hey, good to see you there, Fiona. Yeah, we've been friends since we were in diapers. No, not that
your mom.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and
I've
it's
never had sex with your mother.
at the back of an Applebee's after some boner pills.
Oh,
Yeah.
herbal
but-
boner pills.
Wait, we're doing that roast beef challenge. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. Watch an oopsie on that one.
You know what I love? Oh, sorry. I just love a good roast beef sandwich.
What the fuck?
You know what I love?
Yeah, I know what I love. A good roast beef
I don't
sandwich.
get it. I don't. I mean, I get it, but like I said, I get it, but I don't get it.
It's one of those, like, it's like the water.
So those old shows. Sorry, I had to interrupt you with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I was trying to get back to my list of like what I have. Those shows, they always had a car. Why does my mic sound so weird this week?
That microphone is weird.
Is that better?
You need one with like this one with the good old David Lee Roth thing on the front of it. You need a fat head on the front of it.
It just goes to show you can spend all this money on a fucking microphone if it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Hey, what are you gonna do? It sounds great. You sound lovely.
As long as I sound lovely to you.
Yeah. Yeah. So 70s shows always had really cool cars. What was your favorite 70s car? Come into the comments now.
Stop it.
The General Lee, always a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It
Starsky
always
and
makes
Hutch.
me think of Brian Rizzuto.
Yes.
Who had the fucking General Lee.
He did. That's right. Oh my God, I forgot about that. I remember when I lived in Woodbury, they always had a car show, and it was funny because we would come home, and all of a sudden, like all these cars would be coming the other way. I was like, I think I counted 6 General Lees.
Yeah. Not anymore.
No. Oh yeah. Of course not. Ooh, don't put that flag up there.
Other news, not so tragic news. Stephen Yun,
Yes.
is that how you say it? Who I know Miss Glenn from The Walking Dead.
Oh, and also that movie Beef that was on Netflix, which was really good.
He apparently dropped out of the Marvel's Thunderbolts movie for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
I think it's just scheduling because it was already supposed to be out. And then the strikes happened, and all this other shit happened, and he's got other stuff he's doing. He's like, I can't sit around and wait for you fucking people forever.
And from what I understand too, the character that he was playing in the Thunderbolts, like of course the comic purists were so upset because like I forget the character's name, but he's like Homelander. He's like blonde hair, blue eyed, freaking blah blah blah, and it's like we better not cast an Asian in there. That's not right. Doesn't make sense. Blah 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 blah. So I think the scheduling definitely had a part to it, but at the same time, he was probably like, okay, look, it's not coming out. Marvel isn't really doing that well. If I sign to this, I'm going to be stuck for 18 fucking movies. People are pissed off anyway. Fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's like, and he's been doing some great stuff, man. He's a phenomenal actor. So yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's one of those derivative characters, I think, in Thunderbolts where I've seen pictures of it, and it's just like, insert Homelander,
Yeah.
What was that one that was in Guardians 3? The typical, like, whatever. But, yeah, it sucks. But he's already saying, like, you can put me in something else. Not to sound too, like, on the nose, but, I mean, Iron Fist, we could use a new Iron Fist.
Please, can we reboot Iron Fist?
Yeah.
Do it right. I mean, we're getting a Steamboat Willie movie. It was like the day that we're getting a Steamboat Willie horror movie from the people who brought you Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Which the sequel is coming out.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll get some other stuff. But yeah, Steamboat. It was like the day.
Yeah.
That the what do they call it?
80-year rights, the copyright for Steamboat Willie, not for Mickey Mouse. Everybody keeps saying it's Mickey Mouse. It was like Mickey Mouse evolved from Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, that was the very first Mickey Mouse appearance.
Right.
But it's funny because the rules with it is like, well, another show I was watching was talking about it. It's just like, if you look at Steamboat Willie compared to the Mickey Mouse of now, like Steamboat Willie didn't have the gloves, so you can't have the gloves. He didn't wear, red shorts. You can't do that. It's got to be basically like the exact way that Steamboat Willie looked, which was like the original version of Mickey Mouse. And it's like, but they're already doing this stuff. Like, roast beef challenge again.
Stop it.
I can't help it. It's fun. Yeah, I mean, if you look at Steamboat Willie, it's see how he's designed there. He's, no gloves. The hat has to be different. Like, it's just different parts of it. So, yeah, I mean, who wants to?
Who cares?
I get it. It's like with certain things. What was the other one that lost the copyright. Not Winnie the Pooh, obviously. There was another one, too, that happened where Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
That's why Disney was able to do Great and Powerful, that fucking dog shit prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must look like the uncircumcised
Mickey Mouse.
How do you know, sir? MCU money. We're catching up on our Totally takes here. 18 movies of action figures and comic likeness sales for the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about giving up on MCU money.
Yeah, he'll do something. That'd be funny if he went to
He's going to land on his feet. He'll be all right.
Yeah, he's a little respected in the acting community, so I think he'll be all right. But yeah, I mean, get ready for those steamboat. That's it.
Well, I didn't look up any news today. I didn't give a shit. It was all about the snowstorms.
Yeah, all about snowstorms and New Year's. We did New Year's. Get your New Year's on. Yeah, that was it.
Can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Can we talk?
Now, hold on there 1 second here, young fella. I was thinking about maybe the two of us get down.
All right, we're getting into the movie flex.
Yeah.
I don't have the edited version of that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, trailers. There was really only one trailer that we.
That's why I said it.
Yes, and what was it?
The Omen.
The first Omen.
The first Omen. I sent you the thing that they were going to be releasing it tomorrow, and it was like literally later that day they released it. I think I was just behind on the announcement, and it was only like a minute long.
Yeah, I mean, it was a teaser trailer. It was like minute and a half.
I love how they throw shit in there, like the fucking fly going into her eye.
It's like, I watched it, and being the horror guy that I am, I'm just like, look, I'm in the bag for this shit, so I probably will see it, even though I haven't seen, like, that Pet Sematary one and that other one. I got to catch up, or I haven't seen Thanksgiving yet.
Not to be confused with Founders Day.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that, yeah. My boy took a bullet once again. Thank God for Dollar Movie Night.
The butthole.
Yeah, but this first Omen one, like, if you look at it from face value, you're like, it's creepy. It looks pretty dark and cool, but, like, what does it have to do with the fucking Omen? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
It's like, it's like Rosemary's Baby. We're going to do a prequel to that, where it's like,
Rosemary.
Well, it was still in her friggin', it's still in his sack. I mean, the demon sack. I don't know. Like, what does this have to do with Damien? What does it have to do? I mean, come on.
I just picture it being like an Osmosis Jones horror movie.
Yeah. The lonely demon sperm floating around in Satan's sack.
Him trying to convince all the other sperm to clear the way for him.
Yeah. Where's it going to go?
A revolution. We're going to start a revolution. A revolution.
A Pixar movie. Demon spawn. Yeah, I mean, come on,
the
man.
People that brought you Toy Story.
It's, it goes back to the whole thing of bands and music where it's like, why are you going to call it, like, Lynyrd Skynyrd has, like, no original members. Foreigner has no original members. I was like, why are you calling it Foreigner? It's like, because the name sells. Yeah. For a fucking, even that Exorcist Belieber fucking trail, that movie was a piece of shit. But it's like, they go, the roast beef challenge again. Beef and cheddar, goddammit. Yeah, they just go, well, if we put Omen on it, people are going to go, oh, Omen. Oh, I know that movie. That really cool one from the 70s. And then they tried to there's the one, like, can I please just make it through one goddamn day without getting fingered at Buffalo Wild Wings?
Or in my case, my body is a machine that turns McFlurries into hot diarrhea.
TeenHearts.com, not a sponsor. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, put it out. It'll probably go straight to streaming or something like that.
But it's really that bad?
I don't know. I mean,
if fucking Founders Day made it to the theater. Sorry,
yeah. Did we talk last week about Night Swim?
No.
Oh, I didn't see it, but I heard the reviews. I mean, it's a fucking. They're getting to this point where Blumhouse. I love Blumhouse, right?
Yeah, but
they're so smart because they're like, I'm gonna make this movie for $10 and it's gonna sell $40 million. It's gonna do $40 million. Night Swim. I'm watching it, the trailer, and I'm like, okay, so, like, what's going... It's about a fucking killer pool. A pool, sir. A pool, Jonathan.
No.
It is. It's about fucking... And it's got...
It's Mayor Bass's wife.
Why? I don't understand.
How do you have a fucking killer pool?
How you can have a killer pool. Marco, you don't answer Polo. Get the fuck out. Open your eyes, you bitch. I mean, I don't understand.
I'll give you a warning. Chlorine in your eye.
Yeah, but they made it for, like, $5, and it's... They were like, "Oh, it only made 15 million this weekend." It's like, yeah, but it cost like 5 cents. Like, who cares?
This movie just keeps getting cheaper and cheaper to
You
make.
know that Blumhouse at this point is just sitting back, like stoned off their asses, like, you know, snorting meth, going, "You know what we should do?" No, seriously, John, I'm going to tell you, we're going to a killer pool movie. Fuck, do it. How much is it going to cost us? $15. All right, cool, let's do it.
Well, where the fuck is Moose Jaws then? I want Moose Jaws.
Yeah.
Oh, but let's put that in news. Let's just take a step back for a second. Did you see the announcement that Kevin Smith has announced he's doing another Jay and Silent Bob movie officially?
We did. I think we talked about that.
We talked about it, but he made an official announcement.
He was also selling some of that stuff at that movie theater. He was having a smauction.
Oh boy.
Because he needs some shmoney for that schmovie theater that is doing schmitty.
Is it really doing that bad?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's in Red Bank, New Jersey. I mean, it's not... And they do really cool stuff. I would love to go there.
I mean, even in Yonkers, the Alamo Draft.
Oh, yeah?
Alamo Ale House, that movie theater, they do a lot of cool stuff. Your buddy Mike Gingold used to run one of the horror movie nights, like the 35mm horror movie night and shit.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, but now all the big chains are doing it, like the Fathom events and all that stuff. So you're kind of like, well, you know, they're kind of sucking away at that stuff. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But yeah. I mean, dude, fucking Night Swim. Come on. I now it's almost like people are goofing on it. I'm like, and it's got your boy Wyatt Russell in it from Monarch.
Okay.
I'm like, I mean, I'm not gonna pay $20 to go see it, but
dude, can we just say that show was fucking amazing?
Which one?
Monarch.
Oh, yeah. I haven't gotten into the Godzilla. And that's another one. Godzilla -1. I haven't seen that. I think what's funny about 2024 is that you're going to get a lot of reviews from your boy over here of movies that were big in last year. And I'm like, hey, I just checked out this new movie, Oppenheimer. You're going to be like, what?
Oppenheimer?
Yeah. My baby.
I'll look for it later, but yeah, they do special movie nights at the Alamo Draft House.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah. Anyway,
okay.
But yeah, it's that was really the
only trailer.
Yeah, OnlyFans trailer.
OnlyFans trailer.
The OnlyFans trailer we saw, and it's been very slow. It's beginning of the year. Things are picking up. You know.
Well, I got some new TV.
Well, you got new TV, and you saw movies too, didn't you?
Two of the TV I watched are quote new.
Okay.
And one of them, I guess, is an older show. There's 3 seasons and it's done. And I just kind of stumbled on it. But I will start with one of the new things. I watched that TV show. This was a show that I did a background scene for in like an art store in the fucking Catskills.
Wow. Okay.
And it was like it's with Shailene Woodley.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's called 3 Women. I guess it's based on a book she wrote about, like, you know, the sexual discovery of these women and their stories of, like, their...
Yeah.
I watched it. It was, like, got canceled. It was in production. They finished production. We're like, we're not going to release it. Somebody else bought the rights to it. It's been ping-pong back and forth.
Okay.
I don't even know where you can watch it. I wound up downloading it.
Okay.
And I only watched it because I was like, I want to see the scene I'm in. And they fucking cut the scene.
Boo.
All I'm going to say is 2 things about this.
We're fucking hacks.
That's right. 2 things about this. A lot of erect penis.
Ooh.
One scene, the woman, like, fucking bites into a Cadbury cream egg, scoops the cream out, starts jerking the guy off, and then gives him a blowjob.
In what fucking planet is this? Is it like Sex in the Country?
Yeah, it kind of is. And at one point, you do get to see Shailene Woodley, like, completely naked.
Okay.
If that's your thing.
It could be. I don't know. I'm trying to picture this woman in my head. But anyway, move on.
Anyway, it was pass.
3 women and a baby in the country.
A lot of sex, a lot of crazy, just penis shit. And I was like, okay, which I don't care. But I was just like, I'm watching this. I'm like, I just got to the point. I was like, fast forward. Now one of the stories, because these are all real people. The book she wrote is real people. One of the stories about this girl out in Fargo, North Dakota, who had an affair with her English teacher. Mm-hmm. Justin says she's nude all the time. They must live together.
Prove it. Picture it didn't happen.
This girl who had an affair with her high school English teacher.
Oh, that old gag.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah. The only thing I wanted to say about the Cadbury cream egg, after she sucked the thing out of it.
She didn't suck the thing out. She just bit the end of it off.
Okay.
like the top of it off.
Yeah.
And then scooped it and then just fucking used it as lube on his dick.
When he was done, did you take the top of it and put it on his penis and go, now it's a hat?
I wish. That would have been fun.
Oh, what a lovely tea party. Now it's a hat.
The other thing I watched on Netflix was this new show called The Brother's Son.
The
S-U-N.
brother's son. Yeah, you got a lot of women and sons. And what the hell's going on over there?
It's a Michelle Yeoh.
Yo!
You know, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon lady.
Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, I get it.
It's all about this family of like Taiwanese triad gang people. The mother and one son grew up in America, and the one brother and his father grew up running their like gang in Taiwan. His name is Chairleg.
Not to be confused with horsehair from last week.
That's right. They call him Chairleg because his first kill, he beat a guy to death with a chair leg.
That makes sense. Kind of like Wicker Basket.
That's right.
Or Lazy Boy.
Look, I will just tell you, it was a really good show.
Really? And what was the name of it again?
The Brother's Son.
The Brother's Son. You turned me on to a show. We were just watching clips.
I turn you on all the time.
I know, but television-wise, you turned me onto this show that I was like, oh my God, I have to watch this now. It's right up my alley. Would you like to discuss it?
Oh, yes. Louder Milk.
Yes, with old Ron Livingston.
Ron Livingston, Will Sasso.
Thermite Paint.
And Brian Regan.
Brian Regan, yes. The big yellow one's the son.
So Ron Livingston, for reference, most people I had to tell Kate, I was like, he's the guy who was in Office Space.
Yeah.
He is a recovering alcoholic and former music critic. Running this meeting, he gets roped into like trying to help this girl get sober by her mom and the priest at the church where he runs his sober friends. They don't call it AA.
Well, you can't.
The sober friends meetings. And it's just fucking hilarious because he's just like bitter and angry. I said the best way I could describe it, well, it's funny, witty, part sweet. It's basically a recovering drunk guy Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, and look, I'm like, are you describing the story of my life?
Brian Regan was doing his bit where he talks about it. He does it in his stand-up. I love when they do that in shows. They do it in Letterkenny too. He's talking about the bit where he's like, you ever say a word so much that it just kind of doesn't sound like a word anymore?
Yeah.
And they're all going around it's like, towel. This one guy goes, yeah, cunt fart. Cunt fart. I was like, what the fuck?
As you
and
use in
guy's
everyday
like,
language.
Me, I hate to be a nitpicker, but cunt fart is technically 2 words.
And the girl just keeps going, but it's air. It's air. It's air. Oh, my God. Yeah. I mean, you showed me a couple of clips of it. I was like, I know people like that.
Yes, that's why I know you will love this
in
show.
the rooms, because I'm like, but they're not funny. They're like that bitter friggin' whatever, my life.
These people.
Yeah, it's like, look, it's nothing. There's no secret that I am a friend of Bill W. But and I've been in those dank basements of the church, and you do get the bitter fucks,
The one episode I'm in the middle of, this one guy, his boss gets a DWI, and he convinces one of his employees, like, can you go to the meeting and pretend to be me and get my papers signed?
Oh, yeah, the papers are important.
They fucking hook him up with this sponsor, and the sponsor is this guy who sits in a chair in the back. It's like, I'll sponsor him. And he fucking reminds me of, you ever see that meme of like the blackout sitting at the edge of the bed with his just fucking big dick?
Oh, yeah.
He reminds me of that guy.
Really?
So much so. It's so funny.
That poor gentleman, he ended up dying.
Yeah,
Yeah, poor guy. I wanted that shirt with his face on it. Just said, wash your hands. I don't know why it said that. It was right around COVID. Anyway.
You can get that thing that goes on your light switch where his fucking dick is the light switch.
Yeah. And it was so sad when you heard the story of it. People were laughing at it. It's like, he was poor. He needed the money. He had a huge hog. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's like horse penis in the gym, like we talked about in prior episodes.
Horse penis.
Good old.
You got any new TV?
TV wise, really, I did finish What If.
Okay.
It got way better. Yeah. I got past the Pocahontas, and Pocahontas did come back at the end.
And she's not going away.
No, she's part of it now. And I really, it was most of this season 2 was aimed around Agent Carter.
Yes.
What do they call her? Captain Britain in that? No, she just is like, she's Captain America. She's Captain Carter. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I know that they did show her in Multiverse of Madness. Like, they gotta keep that going. Gotta do live action with that. But it was really good. Near the end, and I know they're doing a season 3. They did like a little recap.
Who would they get to play her too, though? Because in a live action one, she's fucking jacked, and you can't use the original woman who played Captain Carter. As much as I love her,
yeah,
she's not tall and jacked. Like at least with Chris Evans,
yeah,
like they CGI'd him down as like before he got the serum. You can't completely just constantly CGI her up into like a big fucking. Didn't work for She-Hulk.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth on it, but I did really enjoy the What If. And you know how I am with animation. I'm like, whatever. But then, like, I was like, okay, that was good. I was glad I stuck with it. Cage, hey, sorry, brother. I just want to offer promotion for your channel. Oh, wait, we got Caged Foul. Everybody, go to this particular site and send them cock pics. Everybody, right now.
Caged Foul? Foulth?
Yeah, he's on Twitch. Go show him pictures of your dick right now. We're going old school filthy this episode.
I'll just show my man tits, you know.
Yeah, you know.
But anyway,
yeah, I don't know. I'm like, ooh, somebody has a real freaking story, and I look at it. It's fucking.
That's one of his chatbots you can buy.
Yeah, good old chatty bot.
Yeah, I don't know who would play her.
Yeah, or if I would want her more in the MCU. I don't know. MCU right now, as we've been saying, has just been kind of like. I am excited for Echo, which is coming out, Tuesday?
I think so.
The 9th?
All of them at once.
Yeah. And people, I mean, I'm kind of, like with the trailer, I was like, in the beginning when they were like, oh, we're making an Echo show. And I'm like, who the hell wants that? But then I start thinking about MCU, and I'm like, okay, MCU, they've always steered me in the, they've taken crappy characters and made them better. But, the fact that the embargo's not lifted till like the day before. They're dropping it all at once. It's January. There's a lot of signs in there where I'm just like, ooh. But I do like that they are doing this Marvel spotlight and they're going for more of the dark stuff. I've been saying forever, like,
I blocked them.
They got to go Disney dark. Like, they just got to do a Disney dark section of just like all this R-rated stuff. And I think they are going in the right direction. If this Echo show does awesome, and it's as good as these trailers are.
Yeah, which I think it will be.
I really hope so. Like, if they let us down, I'm going to be pissed. But
I almost feel like it's they're testing the waters with this to see, can we do it?
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, with the What If, like you said, they started doing it daily. And I was like, oh, shit. Now this one, they're dropping all at once and they're doing R-rated content. So, really, it's like Echo and Deadpool 3 are, like, the real main ones. I mean, they got the Agatha, that one. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, I really start hoping they start going in this different direction a little bit. Like you could have the dark R-rated Deadpool, Echo, Daredevil, street level shit, and then have your light and fluffy MCU, Miss Marvel and stuff like that. There's room for everybody. Not everything has to be geared towards an 8-year-old.
It doesn't.
I might look like an 8-year-old, but. I actually do enjoy mature content, as you can see with the Teen Heart shirts. Anyway, so really I think next episode we'll definitely talk about Echo, getting deep into that. Like I said, I'm going to wait till the end of Fargo we can really get in it. Maybe we'll do a deep Patreon dive with that, because that was...
fucking. Someone else posted on Facebook, I think it was. They're like, "Has anybody watched Fargo? What's your thoughts?" And I was like, "You better fucking watch the whole thing."
Oh my god, it just gets better and better and better. Like just.
Dude, did you see the twist coming? Where like,
go ahead. Let's do the old. Which twist would that be?
That the first wife is dead.
Oh, yeah.
And she fucking just basically hallucinated that whole shit or made it up, or I don't know what the fuck she did.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that she's trapped in that cabin and then she reveals what happened through puppets and all that. Yep. And then now she's not. And then they fucking, oh my God, Patch Eye McGillicuddy.
Oh, he gets killed.
He was an arrogant fuck, but you do not walk into, you don't walk into the ham locker and expect to come out alive.
No.
Like, he's like, what are you going to do? Let's make a deal. And it's just like, oh, I'll make a deal. here's fucking a bullet to your gut. Like you're like,
and now at least she knows where all the bodies are buried.
yeah,
Underneath the fucking water trough.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, but yeah, if you-
I think the mother-in-law is going to come showing up with all her fucking guns.
yeah, you know, yeah. And as much as everybody with the mother-in-law, everybody's just like, oh, she's a fucking twisted bitch or whatever. But like, she's getting it done.
Yeah.
She's getting it done.
She's going to come in.
She's the one that's going to take down the ham, I think. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know how I want. I mean, the way that the main character. I mean, the way she was treated and abused by John Hamm's just a fucking dick in this movie and this show. He's such a fucking dick, but yet so dreamy. I'm a heterosexual male, and god damn it, I can't stop thinking about his freaking nipples.
Well, you're on that, like...
He's a bad fisherman, John.
You're on the no-carb diet. You like to eat ham.
I know. I'm allowed to eat as much ham as I want, god damn it. No carbs McGillicuddy over here. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Fargo. Anything else that's coming up TV-wise? I'm trying to think.
No.
Yeah. But, yeah, by next week, we'll definitely... I'm sure we're all going to watch the 5 episodes of the Eckaroonie.
Yeah.
And give our full...
Let's
think
talk
about
movies.
that. Yeah. Now, the only thing really... once again, your boy did not really watch any movies. I did realize that...
You're fired.
Swinging back to TV... The Sopranos. The Sopranos is 25. It's 25 years old.
Justin, did we have that at the video store? The Sopranos?
I'm sure we did.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be a porn.
But the Sopranos, they've been doing marathons of it on HBO, and this weekend I was like flipping through. Now, full disclosure, my girl and I, our things to watch, we usually just like to keep on a marathon, like on a weekend.
Right.
It's like, you can look up to it, look to your phone, look. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Usually our go-tos are Catfish, the TV show.
Okay.
Always love a Catfish. That show, the fact that it's still on, is fucking. It's mind-boggling, because if you've ever watched the show,
nope.
It's basically, this is a show that's been on forever on MTV, but these people come to these two guys, they go, I met this guy online, and we've been talking back and forth for like 3 years, and I'm totally in love with this guy, and he's great, but like we talk all the time, and every time I want to meet him, he has an excuse, and it's like, well, have you been on he says his camera's broken. It's 2023, guys. 2024, actually. We all have it on our phones.
Yeah. Well,
it's
some
not,
people just want to believe so bad.
Yeah, and it's so heartbreaking. Like, it just heartbreaking, and you're just like, how fucking stupid are you? And they're just like, yeah, we go to meet, and he has his excuse, and then, like, I want a video chat with him, and he won't do it. And I was like, look, if you're talking to a person, and you're really, at this point, they're sending pictures. But then they finally track the person down, and they agree to meet, and you meet, and like 9 times out of 10, it's just like, some 52-year-old lesbian that's just like,
I was bored. I needed someone to talk to.
Yeah, there was one guy that was on it. This girl was just like, I kept sending him money. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he's so dreamy, and we've been talking on the phone every day for 6 months, and he's so awesome, and I love him, and I'm gonna have his babies, but like, he's never on the video chat, and and like I've been sending him money, and then they just turned, and the guy's just like, you can't do scripted TV. Who cares? I mean, so you can't
reality.
you can't watch anything. Is what you're saying.
I think what he's getting at is he can't do this like scripted reality show.
Oh yeah, but it's just it's garbage. It's fucking mind candy. It's garbage. It's cotton candy TV.
Yeah.
That one, My 600-Pound Life.
Oh, I fucking love that show.
What is it, Doctor Now? You'll have to
I'm gonna need you to go and you got to
you
lose
need to lose
200 pounds.
You need to lose 30 pounds, and
You're not sticking with the diet.
You're not going on there.
I don't think you're taking this seriously.
I need to 40 pounds. I need you to lose. And then do you ever notice, like, on that show, the narration, all the women sound exactly the same, like their voices, and they're just like, I really think I'm gonna do it this time. John says that we're gonna eat right, and I've been watching and I did a really good job. I think Doctor now is really going to be impressed. You gained 20 pounds. It's just like,
Well,
I don't understand.
I went from eating 4 pizzas for dinner to eating 3. I should have lost something.
Yeah, can I get the weight loss surgery? No, you cannot, you fat fuck. You have to go into the thing.
I don't think you're taking this racist.
And Doctor now is a fucking savage.
He is.
He's just like little gnome that comes in and he just got to deal with these fucking disasters.
Hey, Justin, you have a great night.
Yeah, have a great night, dude. But yeah, anyway, going back to it, that's another one. And because The Sopranos are 25 years, they just been doing a marathon. So I was like, I haven't watched The Sopranos in like forever.
I haven't watched this since it was on.
Yeah, and it was like season 3 it started. So I was like, I don't, watching it now, I'm like, I forgot like all of this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the basic points of like, there was one in season 3 where it's like spoiler for a 25-year-old fucking show. Christopher gets shot and he's in the hospital and they think he's gonna die. But you're like, all right, I know he doesn't die till like the end. So I know he's gonna recover. But at the time, when I first watched it, I was like, oh my God, they're gonna kill off Christopher. They can't kill off Christopher.
They fucking killed off Christopher's girlfriend.
Yeah, they killed.
Spoiler.
Yeah, they killed the kid from. They ended up like the one who shot Christopher was the guy that was in A Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all freaking Goodfellas
I love
leftovers.
You, Johnny Cakes.
Oh, Johnny. And
Johnny
you see him and you see Big Puss and you're like, man, these guys are going.
Yeah.
So it's fun to watch. So we ended up on Saturday, we must have watched all of season 3. It was just on and we're like, I'll just keep this on, I know what happens, but who cares? Yeah, so movie-wise, you said you saw some moves.
I saw fucking Founders Day.
Yes, let's talk about...
Okay, look, this movie's not even out. It was the Monday mystery movie at Regal. It was $1.
$1.
That should have been a red flag.
4 quarters.
It was, I think it was overacted. And
Okay.
I know every fucking cheesy horror movie, like those cheap horror movies,
I love them.
are overacted. You expect that when you watch them. It's part of the charm of watching those movies.
Yeah.
But this literally seemed like they were like, I'm not going to fall into this I'm an overactor thing. I'm going to really give it a knockout performance. They were hitting for the fences, man.
Really?
And it was horrible.
Oh, I mean, I can appreciate a crappy slash. I mean, we just talked about Night Swim. Even though I didn't see it, I'm fucking dying to see it just because I know it's going to be a flaming turd.
Oh.
But the Founders Day, I mean...
It's very political. I walked out. I never walk out.
Yeah.
It was like a half an hour, maybe a half hour in. I was like, I can't. This is so fucking bad.
Wow. Yeah, like I said, I haven't walked out of a movie since... I will say I walked out of the remake of Hellboy with David Harbour.
Okay.
And like a half hour into it, I was like, this is fucking garbage.
And I read some of the reviews for this movie, and people were like, oh, I walked out when the girl who dies at the beginning of it actually comes back and her dad is hiding under her bed. Her dad plays this guy is like the douche who's running for mayor, and it's just Mayor. His name is Mr. Bass, Pete Bass.
Now hold on, I was not in this movie. I was not sanctioned to be in this movie.
But I can't tell you what actually happens because I fucking walked out.
You don't know.
That fucking bad.
You left.
Just badly acted. Just badly. It didn't make sense. Nothing made sense. You got this killer who goes around with a mask hitting people with a gavel.
Insert fucking mask here.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Oh.
We already had Thanksgiving, and that sounded a lot better than
somebody
this.
fed ChatGPT and was like, make me a movie that is just like Scream. If Scream and Thanksgiving had a fucking baby and spit it out for 4th of July.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like all those holiday movies and stuff where it's...
If it's not the word, I don't know how the fuck this thing got 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. Probably because like the 13 reviewers who reviewed it
are like real horror nerds.
Are producers. I want to check the fucking credits for their names.
Yeah, talk about freaking spamming Rotten Tomatoes.
And then there's this movie. I don't even know if it's out. I found it online, downloaded it, of course. The Bricklayer.
Yeah.
With what the fuck is his name? You said it before. I always describe him as Two-Face.
Jason Statham?
No. Two-Face in the Heath.
Oh, Aaron Eckhart.
Aaron Eckhart plays this like CIA handler, and things went bad, and this guy was supposed to be dead. And now he's killing all these people, and he's like a martial arts expert and has to go and find the guy and all this shit. And I was like, it felt like it was trying to be. When you
You know when like Aquaman's coming out?
My baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just before it comes out, some cheap, low rent fucking movie production company puts out like, Seaman.
Yeah.
Right? The sea guy.
Sea dude.
It's like when you go to the flea market, you see those knockoff like
those are my favorite.
the spider dude.
Yeah, spider guy.
It literally felt like it was like a low. Jason Statham has that movie Beekeeper coming out where he plays like some fucking assassin or some shit. Like it's a Jason Statham movie.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
It literally felt like it was trying to be like the low rent version of that. It's like, let's get this movie that's just like that one out before that one comes out.
Yeah, talk about trailers. I did see that trailer for The Beekeeper. I'm like, who is Jason Statham? He's just fucking. What did he do last year? Meg 2.
Yeah.
Fast X.
Yep.
Like, stop it.
Stop, Jason.
All right, you were good in Snatch. That was about it.
It's like Steven Seagal.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? You know, how many times you gonna put, you know what I mean, in there?
Steven Seagal doing his like wind. I knocked him out and didn't even touch him.
Yeah, he's got to do something. Go back to those fucking indie movies or something, because these action. You're not gonna be fucking Schwarzenegger.
No.
You know
he
what I
did
mean?
that's what he did. The new Expendables 4.
Oh, that was
Expendables.
Yeah, Expendables. Yeah, he's been knocking it out of the park with shitty sequels, so I guess he's going for a new one. And yeah,
that's all my movie.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, it was like I said, a little bit low. I like your old man. I think this year for 2024, we talked about how your boy over here is going to be doing a lot of reviews for 2023 movies because I haven't
seen shit.
Haven't seen shit, but we're getting down to it.
So is it that time?
It is that time. Memories indeed, everybody. Yeah, so, hey, just to let you know, we will put this up on our Hey Pal What's New Facebook. The 2024 Hey Pal What's New playlist is being curated as we speak, like we do every year. We have the 2023 is still up there. Get your fix. Any of these songs, these bands that we talk about, we put the songs on the playlist, and you can hear them for yourselves. And if you have songs that you're like, hey, man, I put out this new song. I think you'd really like it. Of course, I'll find it if I like you. But if I don't, throw it on the playlist. It's collaborative. You can do it yourself. We're going to do the Daryl Long thing.
Daryl rule.
The Daryl rule is no full albums. Give me a song. Give me your fucking banger.
But
Put
Greg,
it on.
you have to listen to all the songs in the album to fully understand the artistry that is those songs.
I am a full album person. I love full albums, but not on my playlist.
Give me the
goddammit.
full length.
If I'm gonna make my playlist of boner jams, I don't need a whole Iron Maiden album. I just want one song. Even though I'm a huge Iron Maiden fan, why am I Jerry Orbach this? I don't understand. Anyway, yeah, go to the playlist. Yeah, we'll post a link on there if you guys want to check it out and follow it. Some of the bands that are on there that put out some different stuff. We talked about what was.
Can I help you, sir? Yes. What is this? Huh? This is whack. I can't get jiggy with this shit.
I thought you were dead.
It was interesting. It's not that she Biff Naked. You remember the Biff Naked?
I do.
Yeah, she Ibificus. She actually has. I went down the rabbit hole, and she did put out a whole bunch of albums. But I'm looking at her thing right now. They just did a 25th anniversary. Talk about 25th of The Sopranos. So when The Sopranos came out, this album was out. Ibificus. So I put one of her songs on the playlist, one of the popular ones from that one. But because, yeah, she was great, man. She's got really good songs. And the last album she put out was 2009. I don't know what happened to her. I know Daryl, our buddy, told me what happened to Biff Naked. She still looks awesome. She still puts out, but she hasn't put out any music. Oh, she did put out, okay, she's been putting out singles. From just out Gym and Broke Into Your Car. She put out Roller Dome in 2022. But that's about it, man. I'd like to see a resurgence of the Biff Naked. If you haven't checked out her music, we put one of the songs on there, so definitely give it a shot.
All right.
The other thing I was going to bring up during the music news is everybody's talking about, oh, there's old Biff Naked. We talked about our punkles, our friend,
punkles.
our little punkle friends, Green Day. Just a little bit of a rant here for Greg's music news. I like to do sometimes these little music rants like I did before.
Give it to me, Gregry.
A lot of people, especially the and like I said, we don't like to get political here.
No.
But
that's why I hated Founders Day.
yeah, they got on to the Green Day did the New Year's, which, you know, they were on the New Year's Rockin' Eve, which, you know, everybody loves to watch. I personally like to watch Anderson Cooper and that other handsome homosexual gentleman. They're both on there. They let them drink this year.
Oh.
Which they stopped because of Kathy Griffin got really drunk and started saying some crazy stuff, and then they took her off.
As she will.
As she will. Man, I saw her recently on the news. I was like, she looks like fucking Leatherface. It's scary.
And she just got divorced.
Yeah, she looks horrible. I feel bad for her. But I watch Anderson Cooper, so I missed this. Green Day did a couple of songs. They have a new album out. I actually put one of their latest songs on the playlist. I'm actually really looking forward to this new Green Day album. It looks really good. But we discussed how Green Day, like when I saw them in the Dookie era, back in the day, when I was, you know, an older gentleman, I saw them in the at the Sting in New Britain on the Dookie album, and they were phenomenal. Now they're not really that Gilman SoCal punk rock band. They're a rock band. Now they have big production. American Idiot is a fucking musical. Like, they're big now. They went on and they did American Idiot, and they changed one of the lyrics to like the MAGA agenda. And the right wing went fucking ballistic.
As they will.
And people were like, oh my God. I said, you guys understand that Green Day is not The Exploited or Fear.
Right.
Or the Dead Kennedys. Like, they're Green Day. They're, you know, they play stadiums. They dress nice now. They have nice new guitars.
Yeah.
They're not fucking threatening. Them saying MAGA, like, it's, at this point, if you're going to go after a certain part you're not edgy. You're not fucking punk rock anymore. Nope.
It's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, and people, because they did it on New Year's Eve on Ryan Seacrest fucking, they took out Dick Clark's corpse and pulled him out. You know, like poor Dick Clark. Now you got Seacrest doing it. And everybody's up in arms, and I'm like, dude, they're just punkles. Leave them alone. They're happy. I think I'm excited for the new album that's coming out. They did put out a song, One-Eyed Bastard, which I'm interested to hear. Going through some of the other songs, I did post something on the Hey Pal What's New playlist, and also on the Facebook page. Which, by the way, you know, you should subscribe to the playlist and for our Facebook if you haven't, because you're gonna know about all this shit before we even get on mic. We talked about that show before, where I found a lot of great bands. Is it Live from the Rock Room? If you could do me a favor there and see if it's on there.
Live from the Rock Room?
Yeah, Live from the Rock Room. That is a show I watch on YouTube, which I find a lot of really cool bands. There was a band that I just recently found on there that I put on the playlist.
Is this it?
Yes, Live from the Rock Room. That's where I found A Giant Dog. That's where I found Bad Cop, Bad Cop. That's because the Smoking Popes were on it once, and Lineback, I do not know.
That's the latest one.
Yeah, but I went to one of the bands that were on there. They were called the Dreaded Laramie. And I was like, they are a fucking really Off With Their Heads I found on that channel, Smoking Popes. That was the one reason and they did like our post on Facebook, there they are, the Dreaded Laramie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where do all the hard kids go?
Oh, shit.
It's loud.
Where do all the hardcore kids go after the house show ends? When they're done hotboxing six in their parents' minivans. Then when they've lost all credit in the street.
They're freaking awesome. I'm like, just a cool ass punk band.
Yeah.
And there's one song.
Girl, is she a bass player? No, that's guitar.
No, that's guitar. She's cute, little SG. She's rocking it out.
Like this band, girl bass player.
Yeah, no girl bass player, but she's cool. And there's like a bass breakdown in the middle of that song, and they play Hangman during it. So, yeah, get a chance to watch that. I put one of their songs, breakup songs. It's on the Dreaded Laramie.
All right.
We did talk about Green Day. Alkaline Trio has another song out, Versions of You. I like the Alkaline Trio. I saw them live with Daryl. They have a lot of really good
I think
songs.
I got an Alkaline Trio sweatshirt upstairs.
Yeah, I saw them live. They're just such a great live band. They have some new songs that are coming out. This one's Versions of You. That is on the playlist. Another one that I found, another band and the only reason I found this band is because I was flipping through YouTube. I do watch one channel called the Hardcore Shutterbug.
I'm just looking at the name of the band.
Yeah, and the band is called Chumhuffer. Now, when
Is it? Are you sure?
I thought when I saw it, I said, "Is that a band called Cumhuffer?" Like what the? And I looked on it and I played it, and they have an album out that came out in April of 2023.
Wow.
Called Orgy of Hate. They're a band called Chumhuffer, not Cumhuffer. Chumhuffer, and they came out with a single just recently, FYNS. And I was like, oh, they got new music out. And I listened to it, and they're fucking cool. I like them.
They're from New York.
Yeah, they're New York band, Chumhuffer. Yeah, there's a channel on YouTube that I follow, Hardcore Shutterbug.
Yeah.
He films a lot of hardcore shows.
Okay.
And you find these smaller bands that are playing, like, what's that place? The Bowery Ballroom. All these shits. Like, you know, you get to see these. And some bands that like some hardcore
Spike
bands
Polite.
that Spike Polite, our boys on the Sackerson playlist, Sackerson.com. They're on there. So, yeah, that was one. Chumhuffer, not to be confused with Cumhuffer. That name is currently available, so I guess if you're looking for a band name. And then the last one I'll leave with is I was never a really big fan. I just recently kind of got into them. Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah.
They've been around for a hot minute, if not way longer. They have a new single out, and I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I guess the singer of the band, I'm trying to remember his name. He's very outspoken on the social media. They have, they only have 13.1 million listeners every month on Spotify. Only 13 million. They just came out with a song called Kool-Aid. Okay. There better be an oh yeah in there somewhere. They're very, I don't want to say butt rock, but, kind of in that, a lot of tattoos and sleeveless shirts and all kinds of good stuff. But they have a song called Kool-Aid. I want to listen to it. I'll give you my review later on. I really do like some of their stuff. But there better be a fucking oh yeah in that song. If there's not, or at least some sort of a breakdown where you're doing we talked about the black people doing songs now.
Right.
It went from the Tom G Warrior ooh to now it's black. Like there better be oh yeah. There better be. There better be. But yeah, that was pretty much it on the music news, man.
All right.
Yeah, go listen to new music, man. Support local bands and freaking do your pot, will you? Do your pot.
Pot? Smoke pot?
Do your pot. Yeah, you could smoke pot if you want to.
You smoke the weed.
I mean, John.
You grow the weed. And then you sow the seed, and then you smoke the weed
until the bet is free.
And please, people, pick up your Corey Feldman Was Right T-shirt.
Yeah. Let's end this up. We did it again, and once again, even in the snow. No, neither rain nor sleet nor snow can stop this podcast. Sackerson.com. Go on there. We're gonna start ramping that up. The deadline for deletions will be coming up next week. So all those bands that are on the talent roster, you better show your face. If not, nice knowing you. Sorry, we love you, but go find somewhere else to post. A lot of great bands that are on there still. Cardboard Dreamhouse, Out of My Head, After the Winter, of course, The Critically Ashamed, Blue Alien Mystic, Moonlight Initiative, all those bands. Spike Polite, a lot of cool people on there. You got to check it out. But go on the page, support the podcast, support these bands. Go buy a T-shirt. Go buy a Corey Feldman Was Right T-shirt.
Yes.
We should come up with some new ones. Since I've been inspired by teenhearts.com, we'll have to come up with some better ones.
And don't forget, we will be on February 18th, 2024 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. At the Newburgh Inn at 90 Route 17K. You may have shot up dope there once in your life.
Yeah.
At the Newburgh Toy and Collector Show, we will be there at our, pimping out our show.
Yeah, we'll be pimping out our wares at this Newburgh Toy and Collector Show. We're getting out on the road,
We'll be there
kids.
with Tully.
We're hanging out with
February
Tully.
18th.
If you ever love that gentleman caller that we have, Mr. Tolley and his Tolley's Take, he'll be there. We'll be there sharing our wares. Go buy some stuff from the Garden State Picker Man. He's got some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be picking on him.
It's so hard not to want to buy shit from Tolley. I'm like, I had one of those. He's got like a lot of those toys. It's like, I had one of those when I was a kid.
Yeah, and you don't want to take advantage of the gentleman because we know him. But
I want to take advantage.
But at the end, we promised everybody.
Yes.
Our Fatso Fogarty challenge, which I promise you, I will have a theme song for it next week. We have decided to.
I got to step up my game. I got to get caught up to you.
Get swole, everybody. So, like I said, if you want to get involved in the Fatso Fogarty challenge, I'm thinking if you want to be involved, myself, my hetero life mate JohnAlex, and our lovely Tolly are doing it.
Yeah.
We're doing a weight loss challenge. So I'm thinking like end of March.
Okay.
We can run it till.
Yeah.
If people want to get involved, show us your weight, give us your progress. We need pictures of it. At the end, whoever wins, if it's not one of us three, you're going to win something swag. No, we're talking shirts, we're talking stickers, buttons, all kinds of stuff. A world trip to the next toy fair in some scary fucking motel. But
Can't
yes,
promise these things. What if it's somebody who's like across the country?
well, whatever. Yeah, good luck. So yeah, how do you want to start this? We started with.
I'm not going to give out actual numbers.
Okay.
Tolly.
Okay.
I'll give you Tolly.
All right.
I believe Tolly is currently down. What is this? It's about 3 pounds.
3 pounds for the Tolly. 3
Yes.
pounds for the Tolly.
I started out the day of my surgery, which was like right before we started this whole kit and caboodle. I started out at 299.2 pounds.
299.
And as of this morning,
And how tall are you?
6 feet.
Yeah, so
That's
you
a lot
got
of
some.
shit.
Yeah, you got some height on me, man. I'm only 5'8", so
I weighed myself this morning. I was 295.
nice.
So that's what, 4 pounds.
4 pounds. Put down the 4 pounds for the JohnAlex.
I'm gonna have to start working out now.
Yeah. So for me, I started at 281.2.
Okay.
I am 5'8", and I am 280. Now, to give you some perspective, I've been as heavy as over 300. I've been as low as 179. That was also, I like to call a little diet called gastritis, which means I was deathly ill. I weighed myself this morning. It was 274.
Nice.
270.
That's
That's 7 pounds. 7 pounds in a week. So it's a pound a day, kids. It can happen. My philosophy is don't eat shit, drink a lot of water,
And suck a lot of dick.
yeah, and get the HIV. That'll help. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Holy
kidding.
shit.
I'm kidding. Please, I had family that died of AIDS. Leave me
So
alone.
did I.
Yeah, so it's
It's the best diet plan ever.
it really is.
The AIDS diet plan.
So I'm really hoping, we'll do the end of March only for the fact that I will get the colonoscopy. So that'll
Ooh,
help.
That'll help you.
But yeah, I don't know how you feel, man. You've 7 pounds down.
I gotta get more serious. I'm not gonna lie. I had donuts this morning.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Went out in the snow. It just
Yeah.
I'm
Well-
not making excuses. I'm a fat fuck.
Well, like I said, when I started the album Heal, which is almost next year, it'll be 10 years that I put out my first solo record, Heal. I started at 300. I got down to 225.
Okay.
And as you can see, I'm up 280. So there's been some damage. Time to reheal, as they say.
I think after Kate and I got married, we both were like, we got to get serious about getting in shape and getting healthy. And I was down to I was going to Weight Watchers. Now,
Okay.
I'm 6 feet tall. I think I was down to 178. And they were still like, well, you need to get down to your optimal weight, which is 160 something. And Kate looks at me, she goes, you look like you walked out of a concentration camp.
I
You
know.
don't need to lose any more weight.
We've both been up and down a lot. And, not to make excuses, but, COVID, you get in relationships, you get a little lazy. You're like, I like Cheetos. All I did is just, when I first started losing weight on that record, when I started at 300, all I did was stop eating shit, drank water, and I'm not eating carbs and I'm not eating sugars. and you can lose weight. So if anybody else wants to get involved in the Fatso Fogarty Challenge, you can win a lot of prizes. You can win a lot of respect. We'll have you on the podcast. All you have to do is just tell us your initial weight and your height, and check in every week, and we'll make yourself accountable.
Cannibal?
Accountable.
Eat people?
No, I'm listening to that over
What
on.
is this? Yellow Jackets?
Yeah. It's called Green Jackets. Yeah, it's another show where a bunch of fat fucks don't eat Cheetos.